all the beautiful peoples. Hello, YouTube. Hello. I hope you guys have missed me as much as I've missed you. I am back, and today is day one of my 30-day storytelling. I am going to be sharing some stories, and I hope that this resonates. I hope it reaches who it's intended for, whether you catch me live or catch me in replay over this next 30 days. But this is my storytelling challenge. And today's topic is From Matchmaker to Healer, my awakening story. I want to share with you guys that I have been a spiritual healer all of my life. From the time I was a little girl, I would hear from God. God would give me prophetic dreams. God spoke to me. He guided me. I've always been very spiritual, very connected to God. And in my journey, my professional journey, I never leaned into my spiritual gifts inside of my professional life. I was a corporate executive, former vice president of sales and marketing for some major companies. And of course, for those of you who grew up in church, you just associated your spiritual gifts with church. And that was me growing up. I was very gifted. From the time I was a little girl, I was laying hands on people and they would be healed of physical illness and disease. Just very powerful spiritual gifts. But unless you encountered me in that environment or those scenarios, you didn't really know that about me. And of course, as I became a young adult, repressing that, really shunning away from that, not, just so much church hurt, spiritual abuse, so much I've shared in other videos. But to make a long story short, let's bring you up to date. So I become a matchmaker and a dating coach. And what I realized very quickly inside of matchmaking and love and dating coaching is that people don't really have dating issues or most people's issues, nearly everyone's issues, are personal issues. We have mother wounds, father wounds, trauma, pain, mindset issues, heart posture issues. We've got unresolved trauma and pain, and then that shows up in difficulties in dating and relationships. And as I was working with people, high level people for matchmaking, doing dating courses, just thousands of people's lives that I've touched over the years with all of that work, I realized that a lot of what gets masked is people will say, I just haven't met the right one. It's people tend to think it's not them. And what I began to realize is that whether it's as simple as love blocks, mindset issues, that you're getting in your own way, right? Insecurities, self-esteem, lack of focus on physical well-being, mental health well-being, all the way up to severe trauma, right? Abuse, that you're ignoring and acting like you're fine, or just repressing it, right? Not even it being in your awareness that it's an issue. And so way back as a matchmaker, I remember I was in my first year of being a matchmaker, about 3-4 months in working with clients, I realized these people have healing issues. This isn't a dating issue. This isn't a man or a woman issue. This is personal pain, personal issues that are blocking the flow of love into your life. And so very early on, in my matchmaking agency, I began to implement healing programs. I began to implement healing coaching programs, healing steps that were in the kind of like dating prep, matchmaker prep portion of the programs, so that people would begin to work through some of their trauma and pain. And as I began to work with clients one-on-one, and it became very clear to me that the most difficult clients I had were the most hurting people. They were deeply hurting, and it made them very difficult to deal with. And as I began to lean more into the healing, what happened in my professional journey, you guys, is that I kept being a matchmaker and dating coach publicly, but inside of my courses and behind the scenes, I kept doing and offering healing work, right? Hi, Boswena. Hello, everyone coming on. Hello, hello, hello. So in my journey, guys, my healer identity and all the healing work that I've done with thousands of people all over the world has been more behind the scenes, not part of the public image for what I do professionally. But when you get inside of my courses and you get inside of my content, working with me, actually doing the work behind the scenes, it's all this healer work. Because like I say, a long time ago, I identified that people need healing. And that when you begin to heal and align with and heal all the deeper issues, when you heal your mindset, when you heal your heart, when you heal the core issues of what's going on with you, and look, some of us were born into it. It doesn't matter how you got there, it still has to be healed and released, so that you can invite in all of the wonderful good things and happiness and joy and love and abundance and prosperity. And it's our individual jobs to do that. And as guys, you know, my matchmaking and dating profession took me to some of the highest heights, to my own television show, to make a 7-figure brand, making incredible income. And the further I went, the more unhappy I was. The more I felt like it's not enough. I wasn't fulfilled because the calling on my life as a healer was there. And instead of it being in the background and the dating coach and matchmaking being the forefront, it's now flipped. It's flipped because now I'm leading with being a spiritual healer, leading with being a spiritual teacher, right? Recognizing this is what the world needs. People are seeking partnership, companionship, love, marriage, without realizing that without doing the inner work that it takes to work on you, you can just be sabotaging. Wonderful people can come, but if you don't begin to work on the things that are going to hurt this other person, the things that are going to block love even inside of a relationship, and you can tell yourself, I just haven't met the right person, Rebecca. And I'm here to say that if you haven't gotten therapy and you haven't done spiritual healing work, you're probably fooling yourself. That if you are an adult right now in 2025 and you have never gotten a stitch of therapy, you have not done any spiritual healing work to walk into self-awareness, emotional intelligence, to be able to understand who you are, how you think, what motivates you, how you truly feel, what is the work you're avoiding, the shadow work, the things you don't know about yourself, right? If you don't know that, if you haven't dug into that, guess what? There's a bunch of stuff back there that needs to be dealt with. And so in my professional journey, right, you're now going to see meditation classes, healing classes from me to help you get out of your own way when it comes to money, relationships, whatever it is, whatever goal you've got, you're going to see that from me. I also have just launched the Healers Academy. Healers Academy is for healers all over the world. There's a CEO sister circle for healers who need to embody their business owner and CEO side of owning your business. And then I've just launched Business School that is specifically business school for healers. Finally, a business school specifically for healers, right? And so I've launched the Healers Academy. I'm really leaning in, guys, and really bringing all of who I am. You're going to see much more business, branding content from me. My shorts, you're going to be seeing my VIP clients and all the branding and graphic design and marketing and all the work that I've been doing for years behind the scenes, because that's another part of who I am. I'm just going to be showing up to really share all of who I am, not just pieces and parts, but all of who I am. And I'm really, really excited about it. Listen, if you're a healer and you know that you need to be around other women who are absolutely on the same page about building a successful healer business, you need to be in the CEO Sister Circle. You're going to make sure you join. The founding member price is still active right now. You can become a founding member. I just launched a storytelling challenge inside of the circle. We have a monthly live Q&A as well as a monthly class. You want to make sure you get in there. Grab it while it is still at this price. I need you to understand the price is not going to stay the same. Make sure you grab that spot. And business school starts in August. I'm going to build your brand, build your business with you in small group. You're going to graduate with a complete business. When you're done, your business will be built. You will be ready to launch and ready to take clients. This is bringing everything, all of my expertise to play, guys. This is literally like amazing of all the years and it culminating in this moment right now. So I'm so excited, and make sure you stay tuned. This is day one of my 30-day challenge. We're doing that inside of the CEO Sister Circle. If you want to do that for your business as well, make sure you join the CEO Sister Circle at my link under Healers Academy. I love you guys. Make sure you get your spots. Make sure. Oh, and I have a birthday party coming up. If you want to go to my 50th birthday party and the CEO Sister launch, make sure you join the Healers Academy because it's exclusively for CEO Sister Circle members as well as special invitees. I love you guys. That's coming up soon. Make sure you get in the circle so you can get that invitation, all right? And I will see you guys in Atlanta for everybody who's going to be at my birthday party and the launch party. I love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.